Hell, fuck you. Hello, guys. It's your boy Bardo plays with my new partner Banjo. Say hi.
What's up, everybody? Today we have an interesting video for y'all.
Yes, we're gonna talk today about Kuzan. Right now, currently one of the strongest Blackbeard pirates. No, the strongest Blackbeard pirate. And we're now gonna talk about him, analyze him a bit, present him to you, and a lot of more shit and discuss at the end. Let's start with Banjo doing his shit.
Absolutely, like he said, I'm Banjo, and what I have to say is going to blow your mind. Not really because you already know, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper into Kuzan, if you know what I mean. We have to talk about him, and we have to talk about him leaving the Marines and his fight with Akainu. So, as I was watching this fight and I was reading this fight, I kind of realized in long fights, hockey blooms and they fought for 5 days. So this just tells me Kuzan has to be one of the most powerful characters in the entire series. And then just going and seeing Punk Hazard and seeing what they did to the island, they completely changed the entire climate of the island. One side's, lava and dragons, and then one side's completely frozen. It's just crazy to see how, like, their devil fruits, whether it was awakening or just sheer power, how they completely altered an island. And then one of the coldest things I've ever seen in the entire One Piece series, Dofi is about to pack up your boy Smoker, and then next thing we know, Kuzan is just standing behind him, ready to just clap him from the back. That's what I see. And I also have to mention this. This has nothing to do with Kuzan. Dofi was definitely using booty hockey when he was sitting on Smoker, but that's neither near or there. Barto, I'm gonna leave it to you talking about the Blackbeard Pirates.
Okay, before we come to my part with the Blackbeard Pirates, I of course also want to talk a little bit more about his strength and fighting power that I would like to add to Banjo's part. First of all, we got the fact that both of them are awakened Logia users, and we don't really know the full extent of this power, but you'll need to be a top tier fighter to have reached a level like this. Because both of them, like already Banjo said, they changed the weather of Punk Hazard completely and practically destroyed the island and made it unlivable. Just, they destroyed it. And then we also have the fact that Kuzan has also frozen the whole ocean, which is wow, like bro is built. And yeah, let's now go to the Blackbeard part. So after like Kuzan left the Marines officially because he doesn't fuck with Akainu, he joins. We don't know how the process went. This is a thing that we also need to find out. But we know he joined the Blackbeard Pirates officially and has his debut right now really with them in the current chapter of 1064, which is insane, honestly, because that boosts Blackbeard crew to a different level, which is very insane. And I'm very hyped to see what Kuzan brings to the table, probably the most in the Blackbeard Pirate crew, because this man is a powerhouse. And we need to ask ourselves why he joined them. Like, there's so many different things that we're also going to discuss in the end. And yeah, this man also changed his whole drip from going from riches to rags, which is, I don't fuck with that Blackbeard drip, but yeah. Till now, what he did as a Blackbeard pirate is uh, pulling a Ezra Miller on Pudding, because she's from the Free Eye tribe. Makes a lot of sense, I guess. And he soloed the whole Cake Island, which makes sense. I guess he just stepped through them and took what he wanted. I don't think it was something really hard for them. And yeah, another question we need to ask ourselves is, he's a 10 Titanic captain, because it wasn't officially like said already. Maybe it will happen in the next chapter, maybe not. But it's a little bit weird for me because I don't know how the 10 Titanic captain works. Because, like, this whole concept is, of course, very similar to Whitebeard's concept of, like, how strong the other ones. Like, it's a ranked system, in my opinion. And Kuzan doesn't really fit in that scheme, if you know what I mean. Overall, this whole system is kind of fucked up. I don't know why Jesus Burgess is up there and not down there. Yet now with the Devil Fruit, yes, but not now, to be honest. And yeah, this guy, he might either be affiliated with him in some way, maybe an alliance, but he isn't a Titanic captain. Maybe he has a different position that would fit him more as one of the strongest characters in the whole One Piece universe. And yeah, Banjo, let's discuss everything else now.
All right, so we have two major questions that we have to ask ourselves and that we have to ask y'all. One being, is Kuzan the leader of Sword, or how how is he affiliated with Sword? And then if he is, and if he isn't, how strong is Sword actually? So my personal belief is I believe that Sword is actually a rather strong organization. From Smoker, I know he might not be the most prevalent fighter in the series, but I think Smoker can hold his own against a a plethora of pirates. I think Smoker is going to win against. And then, of course, if Kuzan is a part of Sword, or even, in my opinion, the leader of Sword, I feel like that would send them to a whole nother level. They would be definitely in the end game and definitely fighting, I believe, in the final war. I think that they could definitely play a part in that. And then Barto, I want to hear what you have to say about it.
Well, of course, Kuzan has a very high chance to be a member or even the leader of Sword. But I do think it would make a lot more sense if Garp would be the leader of Sword, which is, I guess, a discussion for a different video. But just because he's older and Kuzan looked up to him for many years, and Garp also probably trained Kuzan, which also would make a ton of sense. And that is maybe why Kuzan is a member of Sword, and the reason why Kobe is a member of Sword. I just think it would fit it a lot. And that's, yeah. Also, like, Kobe's on the ship, if I'm not wrong, with Kuzan, so that's an interesting plotline that is getting built up right now. And
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm very glad that you mentioned that, because I'd never thought about Garp being the leader of Sword, but then now that you say that, that really does make a whole lot of sense, because, like you said, he is older. He could have trained Kuzan, and obviously he trained Kobe. So I mean, they could definitely be working for him and with him.
And also
But
Helmeppo is also part of it, which also supports the claim
yeah,
of Garp.
yeah, damn man, yeah, I'm glad you said that. And then the least likely thing, but we just gotta throw this in here for a little bit of speculation: is or could he be a revolutionary?
Oh yeah, that
See, me,
his fit piss, his drip is like that, like it started Punk Hazard. There his drip fits with the revolutionaries. You know what I mean?
yeah, I agree 1,000%, because me personally, I think the Fujitora is a revolutionary. So I wouldn't put it past Kuzan being one, but the argument for him being the a part of Sword is just, it's too powerful and it just fits perfectly. But Oda has his ways, and he throws different things in there that throw all of us for a loop. So I'm interested to see what he does with Aokiji's character. But I don't know. But I'm leaning more towards he's a part of Sword.
Yeah, also a little bit about Sword. I personally think that Sword is more of a type of anti-world government plus more of a spy on organization, if you know what I mean. Because it's held secret from almost everybody. It's supposed to be an elite force. That's how it's being like shown to us till now. And
Yes.
yeah, it's we have a pretty interesting group. Like we have an emo girl, which is always cool, I guess. This one guy
Yeah.
from the cover pages from Beige, like the Beige family fit
Uh huh.
shit. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. And like, and Helmeppo, Kobe, and that other girl that also has been training with Kobe potentially, which is also an
Hmm.
interesting plotline. I
Yeah.
There is a chance that Helmeppo is trying to hook up with her, and this girl likes Kobe. I think that's what's Oda building up right now. It's like a typical shonen thing to do, I guess. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah, I agree. There's definitely gonna be like a little love plot behind, all
Yeah.
the math.
Even though Oda doesn't like that shit, it's a pretty typical shonen shit to have. You know what I mean? And
It
that
is,
girl
and
seems like that kind of girl.
yeah, and it would be a gag for Helmeppo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the sword organization, of course, would get a massive boost, but we also need to have in mind that we have also like I don't remember if it's like confirmed, but Corazon. I don't think he was a sword member, but he was still spying. So there is still like maybe a solo mission going on for Kuzan, maybe wanting to backstab him at certain points, and maybe even sending information to Sengoku or something like that would also make
Yeah,
sense. And
and
if Corazon was a sword member, then Sengoku it makes him automatically also one, in my opinion.
that is exactly what I was about to say. Him and Garp could definitely be like the co-founders of Sword, because now that it kind of all comes together, now that we're talking about it, definitely Sengoku and Garp have the highest probability of being the
Yeah,
leaders of Sword.
because both of them are the most critical thinking Marines and probably one of the wisest, and they have been through a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They know more than just about anybody. I mean, they know just as much as I think Rayleigh does, or even more.
Rayleigh does know a little bit more about the One Piece, so he Rayleigh always on top, I guess. But
Yeah,
they
that's
know
true.
about rocks, pirates, and shit like that. And Bogard. I almost forgot Bogard. That's maybe a topic for a different video about Bogard, I guess. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. A little bit analyzation about Kuzan, a little bit talking about Kuzan, how he influences different organizations, and a little bit about his strength. I hope you enjoyed it. Banjo, some last words?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Banjo out. Peace.
Damn, I didn't even tell him to do that. Goodbye.